And next we have Harrison Tuttle with BLM RI PAC.
I want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. It's a really nice day out. And, you know, I think the most important thing here that we have to acknowledge is that black people in the BIPOC community are still being murdered every single day. And we have to ask ourselves, are we okay with that? And if the answer is no, then what are we going to be able to do and move forward to be able to stop that from happening, right? And so, Black Lives Matter, the movement this summer was very much a social conscious movement to make people become aware and for the most part have uncomfortable discussions, right? You know, that is the most important thing is to be uncomfortable, because what do we know when we're uncomfortable? It is only when you're uncomfortable that you're willing to grow and you're willing to take the next steps. So I ask everyone here if they're not involved, because I know that you care about the movement. I know you care that black people are dying in the streets at the hands of police or other oppressive systems. And that's one thing, right? So we have the very quick kill with the police, but there is another aspect. There's an aspect of poverty. And what does that look like? That looks like mental health issues, right? That looks like not being able to feed your kid.
That looks like where I live.
That looks like where you live, right? And so climate change. There is a very slow kill that's going on right now. And so we have to work to change those systems, because those are multiple systems, right? And so, you know, I think about systematic problems and racism as a bad tree, right? You know, we can be able to change and clip different branches to be able to lessen the impact of systemic problems. But ultimately, we need to take that root out. That root is in the ground, right? And what do we know? If there's bad soil, if there's bad roots, then it's not going to be able to grow effectively. And so let's try to plant those seeds. The next generation, people like Jalea, people like Zay, people like have spoken, people like Alex, who have been there, elders. Let's try to plant those seeds together so we're able to create a world that looks better for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harrison. Next up, we have Enrique Sanchez with Wide Awakes PVD and BLM RI PAC.
Hello, everyone. My name is Enrique Sanchez. I help organize with the Wide Awakes PVD. We are a direct action mutual aid group that supports BIPOC, LGBTQ+, and a non-binary family, and also working class and poor people in the community throughout the state. I also do work within the BLM RI PAC, Latinx coordinator, and also partnerships and constituent coordinator as well. I want to give a shout out to Jalea, to Zainabu, to Muriel, to all the Woonsocket folks, community. Y'all are great. I know y'all put up a hell of a fight up here. I know there's a lot of hate, a lot of racism up here in Woonsocket, a lot of, racist folks. I grew up in Iowa, in southeast Iowa. I was the only person of color, young person of color in my school. So I've been through it all, and I see it every day, and I sympathize with a lot of folks here. I want to thank all the organizations for putting up the good fights. We are trying to fight not only racism but also poverty and inequality and classism that creates racism, unfortunately. And we are doing that by mobilizing young people within the BLM RI PAC, by helping organize events, protests, rallies, rituals. Today we had a Clean Up the Streets event in Providence where a lot of young people came out, BIPOC people, a lot of white allies and friends as well. And we integrated within the universities and the colleges, and also the communities where there's a lot of levels of poverty in Providence, around Manson Avenue, the West End, the South Side. And that's the kind of work that we need to keep doing. That's the kind of work that we need to keep pushing for. Integration, more teamwork, more co-sponsoring, more work from folks with privileged backgrounds to folks with poverty-stricken backgrounds. So that's what we're trying to do it within the BLM RI PAC. Fight for young people, fight for BIPOC people, and fight for poor people, and that's what we'll continue to do. Thank you very much.